Dear students, let us start our sixth lesson, and our today's topic is paragraph writing part 2. In our previous lesson we discussed about definition of a paragraph, we discussed how to write a paragraph, and also we discussed one of the types of the paragraph, descriptive paragraphs. And today we will be discussing the other two types, that's reflective paragraphs and narrative paragraphs. Let us start with reflective paragraphs. In reflective paragraphs, we express our views or opinions about something or about somebody. There are several factors, for example, our upbringing, our environment, our education, etc., that influence our opinions. These factors, they play a vital and important role in molding or shaping our mindset. So, accordingly, what is our perception of the thing? We start our paragraph on that perception. Different people can have different opinions or perception about something. For example, for some people, we say wealth is knowledge, but for a sick person, health is wealth. For other people, money or material things, that is the wealth. And for a spiritual person, spiritual spirituality or spiritual enlightenment, that is the wealth. So it depends on your opinion, it depends on your perceptions, or it depends on how you view the thing. You write your paragraph, and it will be the opening, again I am telling you, it will be the opening lines of your paragraph that will suggest whether you have taken knowledge as wealth, this is your perception, or if you will start with that health is wealth, then your whole paragraph will be about how you perceive or how you think that health is wealth. Or if you say that it is the money and the material things, that they are the important aspects of life to live a comfortable life, then accordingly in your paragraph you will discuss about money and material things. Or if it is about spirituality, then in the opening lines you will suggest that spiritual enlightenment, or if a person gets spiritually elevated, then that is wealth for him. So accordingly you will write your paragraph. In case of reflective paragraphs, you can use all the three forms of tense, that is present tense, past tense and future tense, depending on your situation, what the situation demands. That is the reflective paragraphs. So a person, if all of you are asked to write a paragraph on wealth, some can write it with some can state this knowledge as some of you as wealth, or some can say that health is wealth. So it will be different from one student. One student can write it in a different way, and your other classmate can write it in a different way. This is how you write reflective paragraphs. And now coming to the third type, that is narrative paragraphs. In narrative paragraphs, we narrate or you narrate an event is narrated. That means an event, something that has already happened, that is narrated or that is repeated. Since it's an event, so you have to follow a logical sequence of the event. That means a start, a middle, and an end. For example, you will be asked to write a tour to Pahalgam. So you will there in that case it's a narrative paragraph, it has already happened, and so you are repeating it. So there is a proper start, a proper middle, and a proper end. So you will start your paragraph with how you started your journey, your time, your place, or the number of persons, whether you were alone or some other people were accompanying you. And then you will come to the middle part where you will share your experience, what you saw on your journey, and when you reached your destination, what you did there, what you saw there. And then The end part of the journey, that's your return journey. When you started your when did you start your return journey, and on your return journey what you did, and again what you saw, and then at what time you reached your places. So in case of narrative paragraphs, there is a logical sequence of the event. In case of narrative paragraphs, tense often used is past tense, but you can also, since it's about an event that has already happened, so we use past tense. And but you can also use present tense and future tense as per the demand. If you have to say something about future, or if you have to express whether you want to go through such experiences again in your life, so you can also use present tense as well as future tense. So narrate, or for example, you will be, in this case you will be asked to write a paragraph on a football match you witnessed. So you will, in that case you will start about that football match event, how your school organized an football match last week, or you can say last month, and what who were the participating teams in that match, and whether you were among the audience or the player. You will tell about that experience, since it's about it's that is that is your first hand experience, so you will also share that. And whether how the match started, at what o'clock it started, and then you will come to the middle part, how the two these teams, they scored goals, and what was the number of the goals, and how the audience was cheering them up, how they were supporting them. And then the end part of the journey, who was the winning team, and how the awards were distributed among the players, who was declared the man of the match, and all that. So you will start your, again I am telling you, you will start with a proper start, you will go then to the middle, and then to the end part of your paragraph. This is how we narrate a narrative paragraph, because you have you how we write a narrative paragraph, because there an event that has already happened, you are supposed to write it again, you are again repeating it, or you are again narrating it. So this was all about paragraph writing and different types of paragraph writings. We discussed it, descriptive paragraphs, we discussed it reflective paragraphs, and we discussed it narrative paragraphs. They are included, these three types are included in your syllabus. And in our next lesson we will discuss some other topic. So, till then, have a nice time. Stay blessed. Thank you.